Hi guys, my name's Chris Neeson and I'm an exercise physiologist here at Better Exercise Physiology, where we specialise in injury rehab and Pilates. In this video today, I'm going to show you how to prevent knee pain while you're running, what warm-up you need to do to make sure you're not getting knee pain when you go out for a run. There's a few things we're going to cover. The first and probably most important is getting your glutes switched on. So we're going to do this in two different ways. The reason why this is important is because your glutes, your bum muscles, provide a lot of stability down to the knee and stop your knee dropping in each time. If you're getting knee pain while you're running, I'm going to make an educated guess that your arch is collapsing and rolling in. That's most often the cause, and the other cause is weakness through your glutes. So if you've got strong glutes, that's going to help support the knee and keep the arch in a neutral position, so you're landing a lot softer. What we need to do though is trying to get those glutes switching on, because they're not automatically going to work. If you've just been sitting all day and you go out to run, your glutes aren't going to be working at all. So the first thing to do is get a spiky ball or sometime a firm ball like a cricket ball or a softball. You can pick these up at most sporting stores now, certainly most physio and exercise physiology clinics. What we're going to do is roll out your glutes. So I want you sitting on the ball and just rolling around, working through any tight spots. If you're getting a lot of knee pain, you're going to have a lot of pain through your glutes as well. It's almost guaranteed. Find those tight spots, small circles around them for about 30 to 60 seconds. Once you've done one side, do the same on the other side. So that's going to release your glutes and allow them to contract a little bit better. The next thing we need to do is start to get them working and switching on. Start to create that connection between your brain and the muscle. So for this one, you'll be lying on your side. The exercise is called clams. I want your feet lifted and your heels together. Your head's going to be down and just lifting your top knee up and down. Now each time you lift, what I want you to do is focus on squeezing your glutes. So again, coming back to your bum muscle, try and tense up your bum as you lift your knee up. We're going to do 30 of those either side. Once you've done 30, then you'll start to feel your glutes are working a lot more powerfully. So the next thing is our ITB and our adductors. We're going to release the muscles at the side of your thigh and your inner thigh. If they're tight, they restrict the movement at your kneecap. If you're really dominant through your ITB, you'll often have some lateral tracking where the kneecap is out to the side a little bit. So this is a really big cause of pain. If you're doing a lot of running, again, guarantee you're going to have tight ITBs because running does add to that tightness. We just need to make sure we're releasing it. We're going to use a foam roller. I've got a short one here. A long one's going to be even better. Lying on your side. For your ITB, your bottom leg is out straight. Your top leg is crossed over. That hand and elbow down on the ground. I want you to roll along till you get to your knee, then roll back until you get to your hip. Just going forwards and back. We're going to do that half a dozen times at the bottom of the knee. Then I want you to rotate forwards just slightly, maybe about an inch worth of rotation, and do slightly towards the front of the thigh. Once we've done that half a dozen times, we rotate towards the back. Focus then on any tight spots you've found. Just do very small movements over any tight spots. Once I've just released a little bit, it's going to be really painful at first, but then that pain is just going to die down a little bit. Once you get to that point where it's just died down and the pain's decreased, I want you to swap and do the other side. Same on the other side. Now the next one is your inner thighs, your adductors. Lying face down, with the thigh you're working, that's going to be crossed over. So I've got that knee up at a right angle, your elbows are down on the ground, and I want you to go side to side over that inner thigh, releasing through your adductors. Again, you're going to find a few sensitive spots, work through them. Once you've done 30 seconds to a minute, that pain has died down a little bit, then we're going to swap over and do the other side. So that's all our release work and activation work done. The next thing we're going to do is warm up the knee joints. If you go from doing nothing straight into a run, your muscles haven't yet warmed up, your joints haven't warmed up, they haven't relaxed, so you're going to get pain for that initial start. It's going to aggravate it and it's going to make it worse every time. So one thing we're going to do is some squats. Feet a little bit wider than your hips, weight on your heels. I want you to sit down as deep as you can into a squat and then come back up. So as well as warming up muscles, this is going to help improve your flexibility by going through that deep squat. If it gets painful as you go down, don't go as far. Just go sort of half a movement. It's still going to warm up your knee joints. I don't want you getting any pain through your knees at this stage. So go through about 20 squats until it feels like it's warmed up a little bit. After that, just some jumping on the spot. Really simple, up and down on your toes. That's going to start to engage some of your reflexive muscles. It's also going to get your calves engaging a little bit and warmed up. So 30 times just jumping up and down on your toes. Next thing, starting off with a walk. For approximately the first minute or so, I want you just walking, loosening up that way before you get into a run. So all up, it's only going to take you about 5 minutes to go through all those exercises. But I can guarantee if you can go through those exercises, your knee pain is going to be better and better each time, hopefully to the point where you're not going to be getting any pain at all. It's not necessarily going to fix the issues. Sometimes that takes a little bit more work, but it's certainly going to make the knee pain better. If you are still getting knee pain, some other things I can recommend: running on grass, a lot less loading when we run on grass. And the other big thing, run in intervals. So that means running, say, a minute, and then resting for 30 seconds. The load we get on our knees and our joints in general is cumulative. So if you keep running, by the end of 30 minutes, you've had building up that load. If you run for a minute, the load goes up, then we rest and the load comes back down. Then we run, the load goes up and the load goes back down. By the end of the 30 minutes of that running, even at the end of the 60 minutes, you're still going to be a lot better off than if it was continuous. So try that interval running as well. So that's it. I hope you're able to take something. If you've got any questions, if you want a bit more information on any things we went through, leave a comment below, and you can check out more information about Better Exercise at www.betterexercise.com.au. Thanks a lot.